Indigo, and this is your weekly oracle card reading for the week commencing 20th of October 2014. You may be able to tell already I'm a little bit husky today. The sore throat is setting in. It's that time of year again where lurgy is going round and I seem to have caught it, but hopefully it'll just be a bit of a sore throat and it'll pass through, I'm hoping. So today I'm going to do something a little bit different. Again, it's a little bit dark today, unfortunately, because we've got a cloudy day, so I apologise for the lack of light, but we will carry on regardless. I'm going to pick 3 cards as usual, and the first one's going to be from the Angel Tarot deck, and then I'm going to do 2 cards from another 2 decks, so 1 card from each deck, 2 different decks, just to get a different flavour. Because although I often use the sort of same deck for all 3 cards, I just felt like doing something a bit different today. So pick a card out of Angel Tarot for Monday and Tuesday. I'll put that one there. And then I've got decks of cards all over the floor here. So for Wednesday, Thursday, I'm going to use the messages from your Angels deck, which is this one. So just give that a quick shuffle. You want a card for Wednesday and Thursday. I'll go with that one. Put that one there. And then we want one for Friday, Saturday and Sunday. So I'm going to use Wisdom from the Hidden Realms. Wisdom from the Hidden Realms. Not Wisdom from the Hidden Realms. Don't know where that came from. We're going to use this deck for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Go on then, we'll have that one. It's eyeing me up. I'll have that one. And we'll pop that on the end. So that gives us a bit of a different flavour for the week, different decks, and we'll see what comes up. So, Monday, Tuesday, the card is Knight of Earth, and this is someone who's loyal, dedicated, honourable and kind. And the meaning of this card can be time to buckle down and get things done, honour your commitments, a guardian angel. So this card suggests that as we move into the beginning of this week, we are moving from maybe stages of planning more into action steps. So be aware at the beginning of this week if things like procrastination are coming up for you, or resistance. These often come up as a kind of self-sabotage technique, so be aware if that comes up at the beginning of the week, that it's a really important time for you to really try and get things done. But again, there's that balance of trying to get things done but not over forcing it where it becomes, really difficult. Generally if things feel, you can learn to tell the difference between something where your own inner resistance is coming up to try and sabotage you into not doing it, or sort of saying to yourself, well, yeah, I could do it, but I've got to go and paint the cat's bedroom or something. Those kind of inner resistance things that stop us from progressing, which are basically based in our own fears. You can usually learn to tell those from actual things that are really not working. So when we try and put energy into something and, if we're feeling drained as a result, or just really heavy, or it doesn't feel like the right thing to be doing, or we feel there's that kind of outwardly grabbing at, clutching at things sort of energy about it, rather than something that feels right and feels like it's in flow, where there's maybe just a little bit of resistance coming up. So if we can learn to tell the difference between those two at the beginning of the week, then you can use that kind of inner guidance to work out whether, okay, this isn't worth me investing time and energy in at the moment because it's not the way I should be going, or whether it is just your subconscious fears putting blocks up. But if it is that one, then it's sort of finding ways to really get things done that you're being really nudged to do. For example, mine's writing at the moment, so I'm being really heavily nudged to do that, even though I'm not sure what the subject matter is going to be for some of it, and where I should be necessarily, what sort of writing capacity platform I should be going for, but I'm being nudged to do it. So for me this week it would be kind of knuckling down and really getting some writing done, maybe painting for you, or maybe something else. But so that's going to be going on at the beginning of the week. Okay, so Wednesday, Thursday is Ray, and it says yoga and exercise are essential to your well-being, peace of mind and spiritual growth right now. And I definitely feel like mainly spiritual growth through this. So gentle exercise, and especially yoga, can be really good for really connecting with your inner self again. So the more steps you take to connect with your inner self, the more you can listen to that guidance system to tell you which way you're going, which things are working for you and which things are not working for you. Now, this is something I've struggled with on a personal level, is when I feel I need to be progressing in some way. I sometimes it took me a long time to get over the fact that, going back to ourselves and getting in our own body and doing something like yoga or exercise, it took me a long time to get over the fact that that's not counterproductive and actually helps. Even with things like writing and painting or business of some kind, going back to the exercise can actually develop and help you achieve these tasks that you need to be doing. Although we can't always logically work out how that can happen through doing something separate, such as exercise, but it can happen the more we connect with ourselves, primarily on a physical level, and then linking that up all the way to a spiritual level. We're strengthening that entire connection and allowing a deeper channel, if you will, to be formed, so that we can really get some divine guidance and get on with the actual action steps, which we got to do at the beginning of the week. So the final card is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, it's the Phoenix. So I'll just move the camera a little bit there. There we go. So the Phoenix is resurrection and surrender to change. Now again, the Phoenix can tie in with what we were talking about before about the inner guidance system and finding out whether it's general blocks to things, doors are shut, or whether it's your own fears putting up walls for you. The Phoenix is another card that's a reminder for if you found that it is you sort of coming up against things where doors just generally are shut and you're investing energy in things that aren't working for you, then the Phoenix can come up as a reminder to be able to let go of those things and let those things that aren't working just fall away. It's just a lot of the time, if we have invested a lot of energy and time into something, even though we know it's not working, we may still continue to do so because of what we've invested before, and we feel like it's, a waste or throwing things away. But the Phoenix is a card that reminds you that sometimes, you do need to let go, and you may find that everything that's gone before isn't a waste. You could have learned lessons from that, or it could be useful in another situation or in the future. So perhaps if anything's not working at the weekend, then it's time to let it fall away. So yeah, here comes some sun actually, just to reiterate this. But yeah, the Phoenix is an ending, beginning of cycles, so changeover. So we're letting go of things that aren't serving us anymore, and then we can really let in the things that are aligned with us, the things we have been asking for, because we're not forcing the issue anymore, we're accepting what is and we're being in flow. So this week looks like there's definitely this theme of change occurring, changes in the air, and ultimately it's up to us on how we respond to and deal with that change, whether we choose to be in flow and accept the change, or whether we cave into our own fears over the change and put up barriers and resistance to it. That's our kind of personal choice to make this week, but there is definitely change in the air, so hopefully we can stay in flow as much as we possibly can and be like the phoenix and come back reborn. And the sun has come out now, as we can, there's some nice shadows being cast here, so I'm sorry about the shadows. I didn't anticipate there was actually going to be any sun whatsoever today. So have a great week, and I will see you for next week's Oracle card reading.